You are empowering and protecting artisans through fair trade principles.
You're creating this amazing sisterhood where you love and support each other.
You are finding purpose, fulfillment, and a flexible way to show up and bless your own family.
You're offering opportunities to mothers so that they can keep their babies and care for their families.
There's nothing I want more to see you high and lifted up. There's nothing more powerful than your name, your name. There's nothing I want more to see you high and lifted up. There's nothing more powerful than your name, your name. You're my victory, reason why I sing everything I need. There's no other name that deserves all praise. You're my victory. You're my victory, reason why I sing everything I need. There's no other name that deserves all praise. You're my victory. There's nothing I want more to see you high and lifted up. There's nothing more powerful than your name, your name. There's nothing I want more to see you high and lifted up. There's nothing more powerful than your name, your name.
Welcome! Thanks so much for joining us as we release our new 2019 summer collection. Your willingness to be a part of Trades of Hope at whatever level is making an impact on people's lives. We call this our collaborative collective because each one of us, we can only do so much, but together we are accomplishing huge multi-generational change. The artisans, our home team, the other founders and I, we want to thank you for your involvement. At Trades of Hope, we are a business on a mission. Women in impoverished countries around the world, sometimes they're forced to give up their children to orphanages just to avoid starvation, or send them off unknowingly, placing them into human trafficking. We are committed to preventing these atrocities by creating dignified jobs for women. Most of you watching are compassionate entrepreneurs already. You are the amazing women and a few really awesome men. You're the ones who have said yes. I will partner with women around the world to serve as the artisan's voice, sharing their talents and their stories. Thank you. Thank you for your caring hearts, but also for choosing to be a business partner with the artisans. I know sometimes speaking in CE can be scary. I remember doing those first parties with Elizabeth and Holly and Chelsea, and we were asking people to host, and then we were asking people to join the sisterhood. It can be unnerving sometimes, especially in the beginning. So I sincerely thank you for being brave and bold. What you are doing is so important and you are awesome. I know that some of you are in the discovery process and you're thinking about becoming a compassionate entrepreneur. Thank you for taking the time to learn more. It's my greatest hope that for anyone who's exploring Trades of Hope, that we touch on an aspect of this missional business that would add value to your life. Because truly, in the big picture, Trades of Hope is working to bring more joy to women and mothers around the world, and that's including here in the United States. We want this Spring Rise event to be colorful and fun, just like this new line of products. I'm going to share a bit about how we choose new products, and in a few minutes, I'm going to show you the 9 new pieces of our summer collection. Wait until you see the whimsy and the color. I think you're going to love it. You'll hear from other founders and you'll see some of your fellow CEs popping in to share a bit. And I wish I could share with you all of the great things still to come this summer, but we don't want to miss highlighting what has happened already this year. Our Trades of Hope School in India, it is thriving because of you. The young women of Casa Agar in Guatemala, they're continuing their English classes every week because of you. You've given chicks and water wheels and refugee packs and farm packs and bicycles and goats and school uniforms. Through promotions this year, you and your hostesses and customers, you have given over 3,000 fruit trees to families in Africa. and over 250 weeks of life skills to classes for women in Pakistan. They're learning to write and read and sew because of you. We've also made great strides the past few months, launching new kits with higher total retail values, so it's a better deal. And then currently, until the end of the month, April 30th, shipping's free. We hope that this will help other women come into the sisterhood so more jobs can be created. And remember, we give a diaper kit to Mercy for Mamas with each new CE sponsored through June. So this is truly a win-win-win. Our home team has also done a great job of upgrading our website, the messaging, the web store photos to better represent the Artisans products. And we hope that you are loving all of these recent changes. Don't forget, we have our weekly Monday wake-up calls where you hear from other CEs. And our Rise to Inspire group is continuing, and that's all about training focused on building your personal teams. There is so much learning and growing going on each and every week at Trades of Hope. And we all love our Mama Kit incentive, right? It's for hostesses this quarter, and I am so excited to see how many kits you and your hostesses are going to give to young mamas in Uganda this year. There is so much opportunity and giving that happens at Trades of Hope each and every day. But the most important goal is always going to be to create jobs for vulnerable women so that they can care for their family as well. We all want that for our own families, right? Well, to accomplish this mission, we need great products, and a huge focus over the past 6 months for Elizabeth, our merchandiser and designer, Roxana, and I, it has been to raise the design of the products. I think you'll see some of those results today. The collection's inspiration this season is the wildflower. A beautiful, unpretentious wildflower can survive and grow in the harshest of environments, just like many of our artisans. They've faced adversity, and they have grown despite their challenges. The collection focuses on a playfulness through summery aquatic vibes, showcasing pops of color and a vibrancy like a field of wildflowers would. For this trends this season, the team watched the runways, following designers like Ulla Johnson and Michael Kors, Oscar de la Renta. That's where we saw that there were still major statement earrings, have dramatic tassels and bright colors. Small and structured bags were really big this season with elements of artisanal craftsmanship, including weaving and, of course, basketry, which we love. Pearls are a hot trend going into fall. They've popped up on runways of Chanel and Dolce & Gabbana. In Christian Dior's runway show, almost every model came out wearing a short pole necklace and pearl drop earrings. Beyond the design, we are taking so many more things into consideration when choosing our new line of products to bring to you. Like most businesses, we look at price points of everything we sell. We want to maintain a large variety of items that are at various price points, and that gives a lot of opportunity for different people to become involved with Trades of Hope as CEs, hostesses, and of course, very importantly, as customers. Unlike most businesses at Trades of Hope, we look at our artisan groups. We ask ourselves questions like, which groups need more orders? Which groups can handle more orders? We look at the materials that they can gather or get regularly. What can they do to maintain a high level of quality and consistency? We look at each group's strong points of talent. Is that sewing, weaving, carving, or beadwork? Sometimes the skills, like the beadwork that we've seen recently, it has been passed on through generations from grandmother to daughter. And personally, I think this makes the pieces even so much more meaningful. If we know that we're going to discontinue a piece from a group that season, we'll start working with them months ahead of time to develop new product options. And in fact, I thought you might enjoy seeing the first few steps that the team takes when developing a brand new line of products. First, we start with a sketch. Julie creates these with the team to begin building a whole new line. And when the details are ironed out on our side, the team sends them a tech pack. This has all the specifics to ensure the details are agreed upon and the products will be made consistently. As you can see, every little aspect of this product is laid out to set the artisans up for success. As many of you know, we also strive for a smattering of new items from different countries in each new line. Summer 2019 has products from Haiti, Guatemala, India, Thailand, and the Philippines. Are you ready to see them? Okay, introducing Summer 2019.
Guatemala is known for its amazing textiles created with ancient weaving techniques and a dyeing process that has been passed down for generations. These techniques create beautiful patterns, and learning more about them makes our Laguna kimono even more extraordinary. Join us on the journey it takes long before arriving at your doorstep. Our artisans in Guatemala first purchase raw cotton and silk locally. By hand, they remove any seeds left in the material and spin it into string to prepare for dyeing. Using water and the leaves from an avocado tree and the Guatemalan indigo bush, a dye bath is created. Every detail is important to obtain the gorgeous colors, from the leaves used to the phase of the moon when picking them. The freshly spun string is moved to its dye bath before it's rinsed and hung to dry. This natural dyeing process alone takes 2 full days to capture the beautiful turquoise used in our kimono. The dark blue color of the kimono comes from Sacatinta plant. The colors obtained using this plant can be various shades of blues or violet, depending on the number of times the dye bath has been used. So our artisans work carefully to achieve a consistency in all colors. Once this amazing dyeing process is complete and the strings have dried, they are wrapped on a warp board to create the pattern using the various colors of string. Using a traditional backstrap loom, a special loom that straps around their lower back, helping maintain tension while weaving. Our artisans begin weaving the kimono. Depending on the speed of the weaver, it takes 3 to 4 days to weave this beautiful pattern. The tassels are finished and sewn on, and the Laguna kimono comes to life. There are so many intricate details in our kimono that if one person was to do the entire process, it would take a full week to create one kimono. We love how our artisans are using techniques that honor their culture and traditions. These traditions can now arrive at your door in a beautiful white box, and you can wear this kimono proudly, knowing you have given our Guatemalan artisans a life-changing opportunity while using their beloved traditions. Since the early 1900s, the water hyacinth has taken over the rivers and canals of Thailand. Its rapid growth caused severe damage to existing ecosystems, blocking canals and causing flooding. Our Thai artisans have found a sustainable solution that not only helps maintain their environment, but also provides income using their ancient weaving traditions. This beautiful bag begins in the rivers of Thailand, where the water hyacinth is harvested. Our artisans clean each stem and place them in the warmth of the sun to dry until they reach a beautiful golden glow. With skills that have been passed down to them, they begin to weave the stems in and out in a gorgeous pattern to create their work of art. Once the woven portion of the bag is created, they add the final touches of locally purchased indigo fabrics, tassels, and wooden beads to bring our Thai river bag to this exquisite look. We are so thankful our Thai artisans chose to see beyond the devastating effects to the beauty they could create. Named for its abundance in the province of Capiz, Philippines, the Capiz shell is the lining of a marine mollusk. Its delicate translucent qualities have provided the Capiz people with a source of income for many years. Even before glass was available in the province of the Philippines, the Capiz shell was used for windows, and the mollusk was nicknamed the window pane oyster. In the early years, the shells were easily harvested from shallow estuaries by women and children. But now, skilled divers are collecting the shells from the deeper waters, typically where fresh and salt water meet. The divers handpick the shells, placing them in bamboo baskets loaded in small canoe-type boats called bancas. The shells are cleaned, dried, and sized for their beautiful potential. For our Manila Bay earrings, every shell is cut by hand. They are washed and laid out to dry. To get the gorgeous blue tone of the earrings, our artisans airbrush a coat of varnish, 3 coats of paint, and a second coat of varnish before it moves onto the metal binding. Each shell is edged with metal to encase the capes, and they solder an additional metal piece to create its unique design. The earrings then go through a dipping process to create the beautiful shiny finish. The earring hooks are the final pieces added to complete these lovely earrings. When you purchase our Manila Bay earrings, you are doing so much more than purchasing earrings. You are providing an opportunity for our artisans to have sustainability, provision, and hope. Take a moment and think about the beautiful details and vibrant colors often found in the saris worn by women in India. Playful reds and yellows, blues, pinks, and purple are often found with gorgeous golden accents. These fun colors are what inspired the design of the Bombay fringe earrings. They have become a statement piece that truly outdoes itself. These earrings start as a simple sheet of mixed metal. The metal is cut into its unique design and holes are drilled around the edge as placeholders for the viscose thread. Using a soldering method, additional metal components are added to the earring to create its final shape. Each individual piece is then sanded to a smooth finish and is ready to move on to find its finishing touches. The metal pieces go through a dipping process to add a shiny gold finish. The bold threads create a wave of red tassels and a row of charming turquoise glass beads are added. The earring hooks are put in place and they are ready to become your favorite pair of earrings. We know when you wear these beauties, you'll feel vibrant, playful, and will be reminded of the artisans who have been given a life-changing opportunity for a future full of hope. Nothing says summer like our vibrant bracelets. With one look, you'll know they represent confidence, joy, and of course, hope. They remind us of the artisans who create them. They are women who have found a new confidence through their work with Trades of Hope and are now able to enjoy providing for their families and doing what they love. Each set comes in a red, turquoise, and a beautiful sunshine yellow, reminding us to take time to enjoy the colorful moments of life. At first glance, these seem like simple beaded bracelets, but when you take a closer look, we see its beautifully detailed design. Our artisans in India use a special board they've created with nails set in place to help create this pattern. Quickly, they gather their beads on a wire and begin threading each one with a braiding technique that secures it into place. An adjustable cotton cord closure and adorable tassels are added to give us our finished look. We love our vibrant bracelets, and we know you will too. When we think of the effects of poverty, we're reminded of how it creates limits and restraints. The simple life opportunities we often take for granted seem impossible and set boundaries that appear to be beyond control. At Trades of Hope, we're determined to cross these boundaries, to remove all restraint and offer beautiful opportunity. Our Haitian artisans know all too well these effects of poverty. Haiti is a beautiful country, yet every day our artisans are faced with the reality of its hardships. Instead of dwelling on those obstacles in front of them, they choose to inspire us with their creativity, resilience, and determination to create change in their own lives and for generations. Our artisans in Haiti have created the limitless earrings. They begin by gathering pieces of aluminum many would consider garbage, old cans and bumpers, broken appliances, and electronics. These items are collected from the streets and communities nearby. We see the old, they see something new. We see broken, they see restored. We see trash, but they see beautiful treasure. Once these scraps are collected, the aluminum is melted down and poured into molds they've created with sand. It's a casting process that forms thin sheets of metal. The sheets are cooled and then cut by hand, sanded, hammered, and finally polished, creating this stunning silver finish. We wear these limitless earrings with our heads held high, inspired by their courage and determined to also live a life beyond limits. Meet Rekha. Young and married, she moved to Jaipur city with her husband. They began to grow their family and they quickly realized they could not provide for their children the way they wanted to with her husband's salary alone. She didn't have the financial independence to contribute to the needs of her family, and all the pressure fell on her husband's shoulders. She then heard from the women in her community about a local artisan group who offered a safe place to work and a fair wage, and soon after she applied to work with them. In the beginning, she knew nothing about her craft. She remembers how fellow artisans spent time with her to teach her how to polish jewelry. Even though she was new and felt like an outsider, she was never treated as one. Instead, she was treated like a friend, like family. She has dreams for her children to complete their education and find the financial freedom she has found through her work with Trades of Hope. Rekha's favorite part of the workday is when she has finished polishing and she's holding the Catalina necklace. She feels a sense of pride and accomplishment. She has become a more confident woman, and knowing she can provide for her family has given her so much peace and joy. Rekha creates our Catalina necklace with a beautiful sterling silver chain and 2 gorgeous stones. When you wear your Catalina necklace, we hope you are reminded of our artisans just like Rekha, who are now able to build a future for themselves and their children. For centuries, pearls have played a significant role in Indian culture, and many of their sacred stories refer to them. One legend even gives the Hindu god Krishna credit for the discovery of pearls, saying he pulled a pearl from the depth of the sea and offered it as a gift to his daughter on her wedding day, as a symbol of love. The pearl is created by what starts as an uncomfortable situation, yet becomes a beautiful gem. When a tiny stone or a bit of sand makes its way inside the shell of a mollusk, it begins to protect itself by surrounding the object with a lustrous substance called nacre. Layer upon layer is added, and the pearl is formed with its iridescent beauty. Pearls symbolize wisdom gained through experience, and we have witnessed this through our Indian artisans. The Eternal Pearl set with its freshwater pearls reminds us of their strength and determination. Although their life experiences have not been easy, they have chosen to create something beautiful. We know you'll love wearing the Eternal Pearl set for every occasion. The huipil, an embroidered blouse known for its vibrant colors and mesmerizing patterns, is a traditional garment worn by women in Guatemala. It is woven on backstrap looms using techniques passed down for generations. Each design has significance and sacred meanings dating back to ancient Mayan civilizations. The weave of her huipil defines her personality, tells the village she's from, and even shares her marital, social, and religious status. It's not only a one-of-a-kind, fascinating work of art, but it's her story. With these gorgeous storytelling huipils, she creates a new work of art trimmed in genuine leather and lined with gorgeous denim. When this beautiful Maya wallet reaches our hands, it continues to tell her story. It speaks of who she is and the life she now lives providing for her family, sending her children to school and pursuing her dreams. It tells a story of new beginnings, a story of independence, a beautiful story of hope.
You see, I never said that the Mayan wallet wouldn't ever come back. We had a plan all along. Okay, so I want to show you something really cool that one of our artisan partners, Juana Marie, showed me when I was in Guatemala last spring. She said, did you know that the kimono can also be a scarf? And it works so much better than I expected. So I'm going to show this to you guys today. So you just take the armholes and you wrap it around. And I'm looking in a mirror here. I'm totally cheating. but I've worn it like this a few times and it's so soft. I think you're gonna love it. You guys are also gonna love Juana Marie. I had such a great time. She showed me about the whole dyeing process and spinning cotton, and she is one smart cookie, and I hope you get to meet her someday. The design goal of this collection was to provide the customer with pieces that could easily be worn together and that each item really speaks of the woman who made it. I am thrilled to show you the mini catalog that showcases this line. As you'll see, Chelsea is our beautiful model, and we know that you're gonna love how well the artisans are featured in this collection. Here's a look at the summer collection catalog.
Hi ladies, founder Chelsea here, and I am so excited about all of the amazing things happening at Rise. First off, the summer collection is gorgeous. Oh my goodness, I am loving all the light and bright colors, and I hope you are too. I had so much fun hanging with our team and snapping photos with them for this collection. It was a summery day here in Florida when we shot it, and we were hoping to capture the beautiful joy of this season, especially because I love enjoying summer here in the tropics. It was a sunny day filled with palm trees, hanging by the pool, and admiring all the hard work our artisans had put into this collection. Hopefully these pieces will channel the bright and happy days of your summer memories as you wear them too. One of my favorites of the collection is the Thai River bag. It's so beautiful, and I'm loving the artisanal basket design, especially because I was blessed to go to Thailand and become good friends with the women that craft this piece. They have faced so much adversity, but are full of hope. And I hope you think of them as you're swinging through your summer days with this beautiful bag. And the best part of summer for me is that Inspire is coming up soon. Woohoo! I can't wait for you all to party with our team and learn so much and celebrate the awesomeness that has happened this year. As you know, at Inspire, I'll be about 9 months pregnant in July, and so I'll unfortunately be missing you so much this year. I'm gonna stay a little bit closer to a hospital just in case. But I know you're going to have such a blast learning from our team, and I can't wait to hear all about it. Love you ladies, until next time.
Hi Compassion Entrepreneurs, it's one of your founders here, Holly, and I'm putting you in my suitcase and I'm taking you to India with me. We are gonna go to one of the biggest slums in India, and we are gonna go meet Rosa. We're gonna have to walk through mud and walk over planks, and there's running water and all these little houses that don't really look like houses, they look like forts. And there's Rosa waving to us to come in. We come in and she gives us the only 2 chairs she has in the whole house, her 10 by 10 foot house. She says, sit here, but you and I say, no, Rosa, we wanna sit with you on the floor. So we sit on the dirt floor with her, and she's beaming. She's so excited. She brings out all the food she has for a whole week, but she's so proud that she has us in her home. And she's so excited to share with us that the water she's giving us, it's clean. It's perfectly clean. Why? Because Trades of Hope has put a well in the slums. Things are changing. Things are changing for her. Things are changing for everyone who lives in the slums. She's so excited to share with us, because of you and because of your sales, her children no longer have to go to the local dump like so many children and like they've had to do for years, and they pick through all the trash just looking for anything that shines. Maybe it's a spoon, maybe it's a fork, maybe it's this shiny thing, anything that they can sell on the street so they can help their mom put food on their table. But they don't have to do that anymore. Why? Because of your sales. There's a school in the slums. They can go to school for free. They get uniforms, they get a backpack, they get books, pencils and pens, all because of your sales. And Rosa, she's so proud of what she does. She's been able to take sewing lessons. She's been able to take classes to learn all kinds of new things that she never knew, like how to read. It has changed her life completely. She's so proud of the work that she's able to do now because of what you've provided. What have you provided? You have done the hard thing of showing up at a party and sharing the stories about Rosa and about the women in all the different countries, in the Philippines and in Haiti. You've shared their story. You've made phone calls. You've set up parties. You've done vendor events. and you've invited other compassion entrepreneurs to join you. This is life-changing. And not just for our artisans around the world, but for American women too. And there's still more. You're gonna hear from some of them in just a minute, but there's more out there. Maybe she's your neighbor who's thinking, I just would love to have a little extra income. Maybe it's that woman in your dance class who's like, I just wanna make some friends and make connections. Maybe that's the woman at your church who's thinking, I would love to have a job that brings me purpose. That's what Trades of Hope does. That's what your work does. It brings purpose. Because of you, women have been rescued out of the brothels in Asia. They've been able to be rescued from sweatshops, slums, and severe poverty. That's because of the work that you've done. Hear from these compassion entrepreneurs now that are doing this work, and I cannot wait to see you in Inspire. You're going to be able to meet so many of these artisans, and they're going to be able to hug you for themselves and say, thank you, thank you, thank you.
When I first heard you can change the world, I thought, yeah, right. Like, I can change the world? Are you kidding me? But since I've started Trades of Hope, I realize how truly possible that is.
But I always had a heart for volunteering and for serving others, and that was the need that wasn't being met in that season of my life. And so despite my husband's worry that I might not be able to fit it all in, I went ahead and ordered my kit without telling him, and I didn't know what to expect. But here we are 3 years later, and not only have I been able to use my business for good, but I've met my initial goal of providing a week's worth of groceries for my family. We've been able to see some of those unmovable debts disappear. I've replaced a dishwasher that had been broken for 3 years, and we've been able to even handle surprise expenses and holidays without worry.
I love being able to lead my team and help them grow in this company and just as women, and everyone is doing the same for me. And it's been just a real big blessing in my life to have that. To have the support of the home team and the founders has also been really important to me and very special. And it's just really changed me. It's made me so much more confident in my life and what I'm doing and my work.
Really was kind of a dream come true kind of opportunity for me. At the time, I had been looking for a way to earn extra income. I have 3 kids, I'm a stay-at-home mom, and I was just looking for a way to pay for those extras that come up every month.
The sisterhood of Trades of Hope, the missional aspect of Trades of Hope, the reaching out across the country and across the globe to our sisters, and that unity and that diversity has been huge to my personal development.
Before joining Trades of Hope, I was really insecure and lacked a lot of confidence and very fearful. I was a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling my kids, and supporting my husband's full-time ministry. And then I prayed a prayer that God would break my heart for what breaks his. And then I started to see the injustice that was happening in this world. And I thought, okay, God, where are you? Like, why aren't you doing anything? And then I realized that God hates injustice too. And he has a plan to fight against it. And that plan is to use us.
I've gotten really good at taking selfies, but truly, it has been the amazing sisterhood, my personal growth, my customers and my hostesses, and especially the artisans that have changed me the most.
And I love the feeling of knowing that I'm making a difference around the world every single day when I touch my business.
And so back in 2013, about 5 years ago now, I decided to go for it. And I'm so glad that I decided to say yes to Trades of Hope.
Even my family has changed. They now see the injustice in this world too, and they are joining in to fight against it. So we're actually a globally minded family.
I can't really imagine what my life would be like right now had I not said yes to Trades of Hope. I have been able to travel. I've been able to invest in just my own personal development. I have some amazing friends who I know because of Trades of Hope.
And when I was going through one of the darkest, hardest seasons of my life, Trades of Hope and my work with Trades of Hope helped remind me of who I am. And that has been enormous.
They've given me the best gift, and this is my biggest gift from Trades of Hope, and it is that sense of gratitude. I've been able to shift my mindset to one of complete gratitude, so I'm finding joy in all of the little things, appreciating those things I took for granted, appreciating the bumps along the way and the roadblocks in our journey, and the blessings continue to flow because I greet them with gratitude.
And I'm so thankful to our artisans that we have all been able to link arms together in this beautiful work. It truly has been transformative to myself and to my family.
I alone cannot change a world, but I can change someone's world.
Trades of Hope has just continued to bless my life from that very first moment that I said yes. And I'm looking forward to just seeing what the next 5 years brings. And I know that it's going to be amazing.
I cannot wait to see what this next year holds and what we're all going to do together to change the world.
Hey Compassion Entrepreneurs, I want to take a minute and just talk to you about the trip that I went on to India with our head of product development, Roxana. It was truly a trip of a lifetime. I was so honored to join Roxana on that trip. We got to meet amazing women, inspiring women. I'm sure you've seen some of the videos already who are making our products from India. They are strong, they are determined, they believe that they are equal to men, they are encouraging other women to become financially independent and to have their own business, being an artisan, and it's extremely inspiring. I left motivated and charged and excited about not only the people that I met there, but of course the products that Roxana and I developed while we were there. Oh my goodness, you guys, the products are like nothing you've ever seen before. We have some of them releasing very soon and then some releasing in fall. But what I really want to touch on today is our summer capsule collection that is coming out very soon. I don't want to say anything that I'm not supposed to say. All I can say right now is that in this capsule collection, for the very first time, we are going to be selling 2 categories that we have never broken into until now. 2 product categories that are new to Trades of Hope will be releasing in the summer capsule collection. And the women who made this line are so proud. There are women in India, of course, who made pieces from this capsule collection, women in Cambodia, and women in Guatemala. And they are so proud of what they have for you.
One of the things that I love about Rise is that it's happening all over the country this week. Women are gathering as friends and CEs, or they're participating by watching this at home. And I know that when women come together, great things can happen. So one weekend that I look forward to the very most each year is Inspire. This is our annual event in Orlando. Hundreds of CEs come together and it's like this huge family reunion. And if you're new to the family, then you'll leave not only with so much more knowledge about Trades of Hope, but also with new friends. Here's a little taste of previous events.
At Trades of Hope, we love events. It's a time where we come together to learn and grow, to develop better business skills, and to encourage and celebrate one another in this life-changing business. Inspire is our annual event held in sunny Orlando, Florida. We hear from the founders of Trades of Hope, learn from top leaders in the company, meet our artisans face to face, and the entire weekend is laced with fun gifts, including new products from our fall line. One of the things we at the home team absolutely love about Inspire is all of you. Seeing the Trades of Hope Sisterhood is hands down one of the best experiences. Being together with hundreds of ladies who are just as passionate as you are to create change and inspire hope is an experience you won't want to miss. You'll make new friends and find a support system you maybe didn't even know existed. We can't wait to see you at Inspire 2019 at the Orlando World Center Marriott, July 18th, 19th, and 20th. Don't wait. Go to your CE store and get your ticket today.
This year, we are thrilled that 5 different artisan groups from 5 different countries are coming to speak at this event. They're excited as well because they want to share their stories and their appreciation for the partnership that they have with Compassionate Entrepreneurs. The other founders, the home team, the leaders, and the artisans, we all would love to see you at Inspire this year. With Trades of Hope, we have seen so many women around the world and right here in the United States gain confidence, financial freedom, and a community of other women who want to do work that's purposeful. Women are coming out of the sex trade into healthy jobs. Mothers in Haiti who are looking for orphanages out of desperation, they are now caring for their children well and even sending them to school. Some of our artisans, they own mattresses for the first time in their lives, and they're building their own homes. All of this is happening because they have jobs. It's all happening because of you. My prayer is for any person who's exploring becoming a compassionate entrepreneur, well, it would be that you would find fulfillment, fun, and friendship in this company, because together, with our collective efforts, we can bring the change to lives of thousands of more women around the world. So I would love to be the first one to welcome you as you begin your Trades of Hope journey. Whether you choose to purchase a piece of the New Spring line, these are two of my favorites, or if you want to bring the work of our artisans to your friends and family as a host, or you want to join the sisterhood. No matter what, know that whatever you are doing, it is making an impact on people's lives. It is huge. So thank you. Thank you again to our Compassionate Entrepreneurs for their collective collaborative. It is only through the meaningful work that you do that so many more artisans have work, can keep their babies and care for their families well. You are amazing. I would love if you guys would take a few minutes and share what you really loved about this Rise event. You can share with each other, or please leave us a note in the comments section because we would love to hear from you. Thanks so much for your time.